everybody. Happy Sunday and welcome to Coffee and a Card. I have my delicious coffee here with me. All right, so here is what we're working up with today. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit. It's not very centered, I apologize. We are using the Music from the Heart stamp, but I will take a second and just tell you guys about my hostess code. The prize or the gift for ordering is always different every month. This month is the Stamp and Blend storage. You get a pack of the Stamp and Blend storage for free from me with a $50 purchase on my online store. So go shopping the retired stuff, spend 50 bucks, and you get my free gift shipped to you at the end of the month. You will also get my make and takes from today by using that code. Okay, so there's always perks to shopping with me. So these are the three projects. The first one, I saw a card on the demonstrator planning place that had the birds and the music set together, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is just perfect. Have these cute little songbirds, put a little keyboard here. Did you know we have music designer series paper? So I'll tell you about that. So that's exciting. And then this one is our rock and roll. So we have, look at guys, I put the guitar on a wobbler. Isn't that cool? I love it. So this is a rock card. It's a rock star card. And I absolutely love the color combination on this one. So did you know you can turn this treble clef into a guitar? So I'll show you that. And then last but not least, this is a theater card that Kylie Bertucci, do you guys know who she is in Australia? She's a really famous Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. She showed a theater card, and I thought, well, what's better at the theater than a grand piano? Look how cute that is. So it's like a little theater stage. I found this striped paper in the Best Dressed Designer Series paper, and I thought it looked like curtains. You could pull the curtains back and have a cute little message inside with the grand piano. So super fun. I have my tub full of all my fun things. Here's our cardigan with the wobbler. I love the wobblers, you guys. Now, wobblers, you can get them at any craft store, or you can get them on Amazon. And super fun. I could just do that all day. Just play with the little wobbler. All these little pieces. I used Coastal Cabana for the base. Okay. And I have a piece of Whisper White. This is just going to go down on our base. I'm just going to glue it straight down. So, okay, and then we have a little banner. Now the banner is from, it's Follow Your Art Designer Series paper, also retiring, super sad. I love this paper. And I took inspiration from the colors. It just looks kind of fun, punk, you know, just kind of, you know, rock and roll, just kind of crazy out there, artistic. And so I'm using the colors in these, the Coastal Cabana, the Calypso Coral, the, you know, those fun colors in there. So did a little banner with this. This is 2 inches by 4 inches, and then I punched it with the banner punch. So a little banner. Okay. Now I created a little thing that goes across, little banner that goes across the card. Now the Coastal Cabana is 1.5 by 5.5. And then I took the Be Mine stitched labels dies and I just cut a scalloped edge along the bottom. Now for this piece, we are going to actually stamp, we are actually going to stamp the music lines, the lines for the sheet music. So it looks like a chord, right? Which is kind of cool. So this is again in that from my Music from the Heart stamp set. I can't talk today. Just going to stamp this across the paper. Now you will have to stamp it twice because it doesn't go all the way across. So I'm just going to try and line up the section over here. I don't think I did a very good job, but that's okay because I feel like my guitar and my star will help hide that a little bit. Okay, so the next cool thing we're going to do is we're going to build the guitar. So we have the treble clef stamp, and then we have this guitar piece. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. If we take a scrap of crumb cake, actually, pause. Let's go ahead and just glue this down to our base. Right here. Center that. Such fun colors. Definitely my color palette. Yeah, you can find those wobblers on Amazon. Just search for wobblers and they come in different sizes and stuff. I think I got a pack of 48 for like $17 or something. They're not that cheap, but they're great. They're so much fun to play with. Okay. So there's our cord. Now we can stamp the guitar. I love this guitar. I think it's so fun. I love that it's being made from the treble clef. And I love that there's a little heart in the center. So I'll show you how we got the blue heart in the center. So I'm just stamping this on a piece of crumb cake, and I've just lined up the guitar piece at the end of the treble clef. Can you guys see where the 2 points would meet? See how that works? So I'm going to fussy cut this out. But first, I have a scrap of Coastal Cabana, and I'm going to stamp the little heart because I'm going to fussy cut that heart out and glue it to the center. There's a lot of fussy cutting because this stamp set doesn't have dies or punches, so I had to do things by hand, which is okay. I don't mind. This guitar does take a little bit of time to fussy cut, but not too bad. And you guys know my cutting is not the best. I'll just take my time and work around. I love, love, love music. Music is a big thing in my family. Both of my daughters played musical instruments. My oldest played cello and my youngest played saxophone. So I got a lot of music from them when they were in elementary and middle school. But sadly, since Jamie's in running start, she can no longer, well, she can play at like 0 hour, like at 5 o'clock in the morning, and not get any credit for it, which she tried her freshman year, but it was kind of hard because then she'd go play cello in the morning at 5 a.m., then go home and wait till CBC started at 7:30, and then she would go to CBC, and then she'd go back to Pasco High for her math class, and then she would go home, and it was just kind of ridiculous. So she dropped out of cello, which broke my heart. And then my oldest got into middle school, or my youngest got into middle school, and she all of a sudden was too cool to play in the band. So I'm like, oh, there goes music. I played the clarinet, and I played piano and clarinet. And then I actually quit playing band in middle school because my band teacher was not a nice guy. So I didn't want to do it anymore. So, okay. So there's our cool little guitar. Didn't take very long at all, right? Super cute. Okay. Now, I did cut a star out of our Stitch Star dies, which I'm so glad they're carrying over. Yay. I love our stars. So the one thing that I did to this, and I'm going to do something a little bit different this time, I think, is, if I can find it, I am going to add some bedazzle. I'm going to do some bedazzling. So I used the, I don't know if you can see it on this card, but I did little dots of shimmer crystal effects on the star to kind of like bring it out a little bit more, but it's still not very obvious, I don't think. So what I did is I just did little drops of shimmer crystal effects across the star. But I think I'm going to add some glitter to them just for fun. So those are the dazzling diamonds, or whatever they call their glitter. So just doing some dots. Okay, now I'm going to get my little catch-all tray here, and let's add some sparkle. I know, such a shame. You played the cello too? That's awesome. I love the cello. I love the way it sounds. They said that cello is the only instrument that sounds like the human voice, like the same tone. Pretty cool, huh? I love the cello. Okay, so there's that glitter. Yeah, that's what I was going for, that pop of glitter. That's exactly what I wanted. Man, this thing is packed full. This is crazy how full that is. Okay. All right, so we do have to let that dry. Let's go ahead and just set that aside for a second. Let's go ahead. I used the glitter enamel dots to, like as little music notes. Just going across the page there. I do need to stamp the sentiment, "You rock," in Coastal Cabana. That is also in the music stamp set. Hopefully I can do it without making a mistake because I glued it down already. There we go. "You rock." Fun. Okay, and then we have the Wobbler. So let me grab my Wobblers. I'll show you guys what it looks like when it comes in the package. So these are my Wobblers, sold by Hampton Art. Just says Action Wobblers, Mini Action Springs Peel and Stick Wobbler. So they look like this. And what you do is you peel off. So there's a front side and a back side. The back side is solid. The front side has a hole in it in the center. Peel off the front. Let me throw this away. Peel off the front and stick it down to your guitar. But my guitar's hiding because that's how that works in my life. Oh, it's on the floor. I knocked it over. Okay, so we're going to stick that behind the guitar where we know it won't be seen. Okay, and then you peel off the back. Well, I think we probably have to glue this down first before we do that. So I'm sure this is still wet, so I'm going to heat dry it real quick. I want to show you guys because the camera's not doing it justice. It is super, super sparkly. It's kind of cool looking. Really sparkly and shiny. All right, let's go ahead and put glue on the back. Okay, and we will glue this down to the front, kind of at an angle. Just want to make sure the edges don't go off the sides too much because then the card won't fit in the envelope. So stick it down. Okay, and then we'll peel off the back of our guitar, the Wobbler. Like so. Oops. And stick our guitar down in the center, and then it will wobble. How fun is that? Super cool, right? Rock star! I love it. This is so me. So fun. Okay, you guys, so that's it. Remember, place an order with my code. You can get my free gifts. You can get my make and takes. You can have some fun delivered right to your door and make some musical cards. Thank you guys so much for a fabulous week. I love you all. I hope you have a good, safe week, and we will see you again next week, okay? Bye, everybody. Mwah.